What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome to the week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We're back again, talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Sean Mean. Sean, how is it going?
Can someone turn down the temperature on Ireland just a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I can't work under these conditions, Connor. I can't perform.
We're in the sunny southeast of about 20 degrees.
It's too hot, lads. I'm on factor 80.
It's inside.
Inside, I have the sunglasses on, and
yeah.
I'm still blind.
Irish people, we just cannot handle the sun in any way. Like, this weather now that you are experiencing and that you are complaining about, there are many people that say, we have listeners all over the world, Sean. I don't know if you know this about us, but sometimes my mum goes on holiday, so it's all over the world. But people say in America, New Zealand, Australia, they would be sitting in this heat going, it's a bit fucking cold. Does anybody have a hoodie? But to us, this is the peak of summer.
This is as good, this is as hot as it's gonna get. There's no up from here, there's only down into the swift darkness of winter, and I, for one, welcome it.
I welcome the dark overlords. Give it to us. So what is weird news, Sean?
I don't know. Let me take a guess. Is it a show where you have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world and you're about to read them all out to me?
Oh, I'm after changing the format this week.
Fuck. Oh, it's politics.
What are the fucking chances? I've done this 95 times. So this is weird news, and that is exactly what has happened. Whatever Sean just mumbled, yes, that was that. Okay,
I don't mumble.
I think I'm more of a rambler than you are. But we're starting this week in New Zealand, Sean.
Ooh.
Now, a lot of people are finding it difficult with the global bastard, which is what the word I've given it now these days.
You've christened it, yes.
It's coming in, it's ruining a lot of people's jobs. A lot of people were maybe on furlough for a little bit. They were sent home for a lot of this year. And now they're slowly going back. But there is a job out there that if you want it will pay you 10 grand a year. Not a lot of money. But it's an extra bit of income.
Yeah, and it's in New Zealand.
It's in New Zealand. And this New Zealand man gets paid 10 grand a year to be the city's official wizard.
Now, is he a magic man, or is this like a phony kind of wizard?
Sorry. Are you asking me if this man actually has the ability to use magic?
In which case, why is he on a $10,000
I would say
a year
more
salary?
I think if he could use actual magic, I would give him all of the money in the world.
I would give him at least 15,000.
Also, he would have no need for money. He could just make more money.
No, it's like genies. There's rules to being a wizard. You can't make money. You can't make food.
These rules?
You can't make a friend. Those are the 3 rules.
That's what the wizard told you. You're never going to make a friend, Sean. Stop wishing.
So, I just had no friends growing up, so my mum was like, "Oh, you're a wizard. Wizards can't have friends."
And that's a rule you've stuck to this day.
So, it is. You're strictly an acquaintance, if anyone asks.
So for decades, the city has had an official wizard this is Christchurch in New Zealand. Born in the United
that's like
Kingdom.
A major city. That's not out in the sticks somewhere.
No. Born in the United Kingdom, Ian Brackenbury settled in New Zealand in the 1970s, where he became known as the Wizard. As if to reinforce how serious he has even held a New Zealand driver's licence issued to the Wizard, although he says he hasn't officially changed his name.
But what happened in between him landing on New Zealand and then having a driver's licence that says the Wizard?
Well, the people in England were not as appreciative of his ability to use actual magic. And then he went to New Zealand and they went, that's a talent we could use.
I mean, what if they need to throw a ring into Mount Doom?
True. What if we need, somebody and there's like a yellow brick road of some sort?
It was the yellow brick road in New Zealand. It was Oz. Surely Oz is Australia.
Wait. Oh no, I've gotten it wrong. Waffles is going to write in. You dickheads.
Waffles, if you can tell us, what's exactly the difference between New Zealand and Australia?
The response would be, what's the difference between England and Ireland?
Oh, Waffles,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't mean it.
No, we've gone too far there now. So, over the years, he has become a fixture in the city. On the paved square in front of Christchurch Cathedral, he has said his life theories. He's wore wizard robes and become such a well-known figure that he has earned himself a TripAdvisor rating of 4 out of 5 stars. And since 1998, the New Zealand City Council, the Christchurch City Council, have awarded him 10 grand a year, or $16,000 dues, for his wizardry.
But what element of wizardry does he perform?
He's just a wizard. He just dresses up as a wizard. I mean, this whole story gets, the more you look into it, the stranger it becomes. But the fact that there's some people unemployed and this man's job is to just walk around as a wizard makes me question the fact, why did I not become a wizard sooner?
I mean, you do have the leadership qualities, but I still don't understand the process. Why is everyone so accepting of this?
You see, you say that. They were not accepting at the start. He turned them around, Sean.
With his wizardry.
With his wizardry. I mean, if you see a wizard using magic, you're like, okay, don't fuck with him. So now aged 87, the wizard spends less time in the public eye. And this is where it gets interesting, because he wants a successor and appears to have found one in 39-year-old Ari Freeman, who teaches guitar and fronts a psychedelic funk band on the side.
And so you can apply to be a wizard.
You can apply to be a wizard. Yes, there's no. If your letter didn't come when you were 10, you could apply.
Oh, I see. So, I mean, psychedelic funk is a natural progression for a wizard, I'd say.
It is. If you were on enough drugs, you would think you were a wizard.
Yeah, and this what is he, 89? This
87.
87. So this 87-year-old is a big fan of Mr. Freeman.
He is.
And decided, I will pass on all of, I assume, a collection of leather-bound books and one staff.
Yeah. It's very
That's
similar to Star Wars. Like, he just has a lot of the books of lore.
He's just a big fucking nerd.
So after finishing his degree in sociology and psychology, he worked as a community arts organiser for the University of Western Australia in Perth, then as a teaching fellow in sociology at the University of New South Wales in Sydney. There, he started what he called, this is in quotation marks, a fun revolution aimed at bringing love, logic and levity to the world, and turning the university into a theatre of the absurd, which are all words in a sentence that really means very little.
But I would argue that the university probably wasn't happy with that.
Well, the university he lost his university job. And
go away, did he?
In response, he hatched a plan with the Vice-Chancellor to give him a new position. The first official wizard of the college.
Of the college? Oh.
Of the university, I do apologise.
He's a tenured professor wizard.
Yes. And he says, I've invented a wizard out of nowhere. Says the wizard in this article. They keep calling him the wizard. There are no wizards when I arrived in the world, except for in books. But now I am here. That's what he says.
And but if he's not a wizard, that previous statement is still true. And I'm Connor, you know I like to play the skeptic on this show.
I know that, yes.
But look, the best trick a wizard could do would be convincing the world that he was just an insane man who thought he was a wizard.
Fuck. Holy shit. So you're saying he is actually a wizard?
Well, he bewitched an entire fucking college.
That is true. I feel like there's some brainwashing going on. He lost his job because I'm assuming he just kept dressing up as a wizard, and then they hired him back as the official wizard of the college.
And he said, I'll take this 10 grand a year.
Yeah. He says that when he became a wizard, he lost all of his friends and his wife left him.
It's taken a turn, hasn't it?
He says he turned her throwing him out of the house into a ritual by inviting friends to come too. To me it was fun, but not to her, she's still furious. This is in the 70s.
And they've not talked since.
No, she's Baltic. She hates Harry Potter.
Do you think it was like as a result of the trends he saw
of the 70s?
Well, like he read Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
And what else had fucking wizards in it, man?
Wizard of Oz.
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit. That's the same thing you've done twice.
No, they're different.
Okay.
I think that's it.
So
there's two wizard stories.
He came to Christchurch. He came to Christchurch in the 1970s, and he became a mainstay in the Cathedral Square, where he stood on a ladder and dressed in a variety of outfits, including a loincloth as John the Baptist. At first,
famed wizard John the Baptist,
as we all know. At first, the council wasn't taken with him, you could imagine. They initially refused to appoint him the city's official wizard and wouldn't grant him the written permission he needed to speak in the square under Christchurch bylaws. So the wizard started speaking French and wore a gas mask, hoping to evade the rules.
What benefit is the gas mask?
I think he's just gone mental. Like, he must have just been looking around the house, or he went into like a fancy dress shop, was just like, is there a gas mask there? Oh yeah, that'll help me evade the authorities.
Yeah, that'll really sort things out.
And he had a different memory of that, because he has said, I've been the most popular man in Christchurch since then.
Flashback to just him getting eggs thrown at him and shit.
Repeatedly. So, yeah, I know what you're thinking, Sean. Maybe he's not really a wizard. Maybe he's not magic.
Don't you put words in my mouth.
And okay, what were you thinking?
I was thinking maybe he's not really a wizard. Maybe he's not magic. Yeah, and maybe he's really cool in his personal life. Maybe
he would be the one to tell us. But in 1988, in Waimate, I'm definitely butchering that, a town not far from Christchurch, was in the grips of a drought. The organisers of a local agriculture fair invited the wizard to perform a rain dance.
Oh, is that in his scope of abilities?
I don't know. We don't know his scope of abilities. It could be in it. It could either be he has the ability to control weather, or he's just really lucky at where and when he dances.
He tends to dance under like a sprinkler system.
And the most, tell me the most important word in this next sentence is, according to the wizard. Rain fell only a few hours after he began dancing and beating a drum.
That a few hours is far too late.
Yeah, I need a slow rain dance.
If I was there, I'd give him like 15 minutes would be the time frame.
The wizard adjourned to the refreshment tent to watch the downpour and partake of the free whiskies that were thrust into his hand by the visibly shaken farmers.
Free whiskies, you say?
Free whiskies, yes.
Well, wait, the farmers were visibly shaken?
He says they were shaken.
After an hour, yeah, because after an hour this man said, I did it, give me whiskey.
So, in 1990, the New Zealand Prime Minister Mike Moore wrote him a letter suggesting that he would urgently consider my suggestion that he would urgently consider the wizard's suggestion that he become the Wizard of New Zealand, Antarctica, and relevant offshore areas, to which the wizard accepted, and he was officially named the Wizard of New Zealand.
Fuck, and here we are, years later.
Here
he's passing on the torch.
He's 87. He's passing it on. He's making over 10 grand a year, just dressing up as a wizard, walking down into the streets and shouting at people. He has even received the Queen's Service Medal for his hours.
What?
Yes.
That's not allowed.
You just don't like fun, Sean. This man is clearly, and he's the right guy, you know what I mean? He's just a wizard. And now he's taking on younger wizards. So he's taking on Ari Freeman, who he met in 2014. And Ari says, I think it came together in my mid-20s. It's one of those things you don't have a name for. And when you look back, you realise you've been doing magic for a long, long time. I think Ari might be also a bit mental.
Well, he certainly thinks he can do actual magic.
Yes. He says that he walked up to the wizard one day, already sporting a long beard, said, Hi, I'm Ari, and I'm a young wizard. The wizard responded, Okay, let's get started then.
It's like, well, I'll clearly take you at your word there.
Yeah, look, to be fair, that's as much as I know about me and my ability to use magic. I just said I was a wizard, you said to me that you are a wizard. You know what, I think let's go along. And I like how he just, in my head, he wrapped his arm around his shoulder. Come with me. I have so much to show you, young Padawan.
I've been waiting for you.
Because I'm magic, of course.
Because, as you know, I'm a wizard.
Yeah, so I just wanted to cover the Wizard of Christchurch. He has a new apprentice. There is a wizard role. But technically, this apprentice, he's only been there a few years. Sean, you could get in on this if you wanted.
You think I could usurp the wizard?
I think you could be the next one, yeah.
But I'm not a wizard. I can't do magic.
That's exactly what a wizard would say if he was trying to hide amongst the humans.
I've done it to myself.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I am a wizard. That's exactly what a wizard would say if he was not a wizard.
Okay, I'm a wizard.
No, you've already said you weren't. Now I feel like you're going back on it because you feel like we're onto you.
Oh no, it's not that at all, Connor.
Oh no! So in this world of trying times, just know that somewhere in Christchurch there's an old man who is claiming to be a wizard.
And there's going to be, in 40 years, another old man claiming to be a wizard.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to move on to a small story that I have coming up following that. And that is regarding the US government have issued bear advice. So advice, if you get attacked by a bear. We had a bear story a few weeks ago. And we were wondering, how do you fight off a bear? Black bear, white bear, what's the difference? Polar bear, other types of bears. Sean, give me another one.
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear, well done. So, you've got all these bears attacking you. Get off me, Teddy, you'd say. But what about black bears? Well, they now have rules and guidelines and advice for if you get attacked. And of course, the main thing is, what do you do with your friends? And the advice goes like this. Friends, don't let friends get eaten.
Good advice for friendship.
Yes.
And life.
But the US government has now officially advised against the most cowardly option, pushing over a slower friend to save yourself in an official document.
What?
Yes.
So just you gotta hope the bear eats him at that point though, because that's gonna be awkward as fuck when they come back.
True, but they say you should not do that. So, bear attacks are a rare but real threat in the United States, especially Alaska. And there have been a record number of grizzly bear attacks in the Yellowstone region in 2020. Possibly due to the increase in people hiking in the area due to the whole global bastard. But they say that the best way to get away from a bear, if anyone comes face to face with a bear, they are advised to move away closely and sideways. I don't understand move away closely as a phrase.
Closely? Oh, as in close together maybe?
Oh, maybe close together with somebody else, not just you by yourself.
Yeah, I think that's it. And crab walk out of there.
Yeah, and so what? This allows you to keep an eye on the bear and avoid tripping. Moving sideways is also non-threatening to bears. People should not run, they say. Like dogs, they will chase fleeing animals or escape up a tree, as grizzlies and black bears are adept at climbing trees. But
they're fucking great at climbing, actually. I know that as a fact.
Why I have covered this in Weird News is they took the time to add an extra line in there that says, do not, capital is on not, do not push a slower friend into the bear. in brackets, even if you think that friendship has run its course.
This is official government guidelines.
It is, yes.
Well, look, lockdown has been hard on everyone. We've been in close contact for so long. If does this count as, like, if the friend trips, then is it their own fault at that point?
See, are you responsible if you don't help the friend up?
But see, if I'm running, you know, I'm not getting back there in time.
That's true, and you don't want to risk your life.
Not at all. Mine is more valuable than anyone
You
else's.
are much more valuable, yeah. It's their fault for falling over. But this has been my thoughts for years. If we got into a fight, I wouldn't have to outrun the attackers. I just have to outrun you, Sean. I didn't say that to you, but that was in my head.
Well, I can't imagine why you wouldn't have said that to me.
It might hurt my feelings, actually, if you told me that, so I'm really glad you didn't say
Really
it.
glad you left that particular detail out of our friendship.
So, this has kind of blown that whole idea out of the water here, because they have specifically said, even if that friendship has run its course, do not push your friend into a bear. I mean, I know we were all thinking it, but it's not good. It's just not good practice. Like,
Do you know what it is, lads? It's a dick move.
It's
honestly.
a bit of a dick move. Just to push your friend. But Sean, I do have a follow-up though. What if you really do think the friendship has run its course? Like, what if just like a little bit of a nudge?
Oh, like, if you're running and say you're like 5 feet ahead
Yeah.
of your friend, if you just happen to throw a branch behind you, you think you're trying to stop the bear, but like if someone should trip over that, that's not on you.
If you're running and you pass, a 4x4 plank of wood that you're able to pull onto the floor like they do in some all chase scenes in all movies. No, they're normally running through a kitchen and then like pull out one of the cages. If you're in a woods and a bear is chasing you and there's a cage there, you're allowed to pull that out. That is completely up to you because you're trying to block the bear. It's unfortunate, but the friend will have to eat a lot of shit.
Yeah, and, like, here's the thing. If you happen to be running and you find a bear trap and you just throw that in front of your friend, that's alright.
If you're running, right, and you happen to happen across a shotgun, and you just turn around and start firing erratically at the bear, but you forget you're a few steps ahead of your friend, that's their fault for being slow. Like, that's not on you. Hypothetically, Sean.
If you pull out a flamethrower
and you burn the whole forest down in pursuit of the bear, but in the forest is all of your friends and family, that is not on you.
Yeah, that's not your fault. Likewise, if you just say to the bear, hang on a minute, and then beat that friend to death, that's not on you.
Here, stall there for a second there now, bear. What the fuck did you say to me earlier on, Tom? Look at me, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you.
Bear, I'll deal with you.
Bear, we have a fucking thing going on now. We have ran our course as a friendship.
It's time to get tripped up, honestly.
So the government have come out officially, thankfully. I know this has been on all of our minds for all this time. Everyone was thinking, what would I do if my friend and me got attacked by a bear? How do I kill my friend fast enough? But they have now said, no, you're not allowed to do that. That is frowned upon. And also, a bit of a dick move, but also understandable, really, when you think about it.
I'd love to see the signage in national parks around that, you know?
Don't push your friend.
Don't push your friend, we know you're thinking about it.
Don't stand in the
two
grass.
Friends look at each other and they're just like, oh, well now I won't.
Look to your left, look to your right. All of you will be eaten by a bear.
There's 2 bears.
So yeah, I read that, I was like, surely that doesn't need to be put into a guideline. But because it was, I think it's important that the people know the guidelines out there. So just fucking watch yourself. They're watching for that now.
They have their eye open now.
They do. So we're moving on to our next piece of weird news, and that is German nudist chases wild boar that stole laptop at Berlin Lake.
While nude, I imagine?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're a nudist, this might seem like a dumb question, Sean, but you know what I'm going to ask.
Go ahead.
If you're a nudist, are you nude all the time?
Ooh. It's tricky because surely you can't go shopping. But if you're chasing a boar, do you put shoes on?
See, I think a nudist doesn't leave the house with shoes. I think if you know you're gonna go nude, you leave the shoes at home. At most, you bring flip-flops.
At most, flip-flops, true. Would it be more unsettling to people if you did wear shoes? And socks?
I think it's always more unsettling. Have you ever put your socks on before your underwear? It's just a strange idea.
Don't like it. Not a fan.
It just seems weird. And so I think, the idea of someone naked putting shoes that they took time to tie the laces of.
Oh yeah, they're like Doc Martens. Like, it's a job to get them on.
Fucking hell, but they committed to it. So a nudist bather who chased a wild boar near a Berlin lake after it stole his laptop was applauded by onlookers after a successful pursuit. The photographer who captured the drama, the photographer who captured the drama said the unidentified nudist was happy for her to share the images, which show him in bare-bottom pursuit of the boar and her two piglets while fellow bathers look on in amusement. I will say, this nudist he's a large enough man, is what I'll say.
Well, he has to take on a boar. I'm sure
True.
He's hench, Connor.
No, I didn't mean like that.
Oh, alright.
Nature Strikes Back, wrote Adele Laudner, a personal coach, on Facebook. A personal coach. She says, I showed the man the photos. He laughed heartily, which I think is the only way those people can laugh, and gave me permission to make them public. The man was sunbathing naked in West Berlin, a popular and perfectly legal practice in the German capital.
He's only practicing.
He's working his way up to fully nude. He had really skin tight, skin toned underwear on.
Oh yeah, it's just like a t-shirt printed with a bare chest on it.
Absolutely. The wild boar, sightings of which have become increasingly common, had apparently spotted a pizza being eaten by other people at the place. It seized a yellow bag from the man, and in the yellow bag contained the man's laptop, probably believing it did contain food, and was then chased by the man into the undergrowth.
Connor, there was an apple in there.
Oh, good. Good.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, undergrowth nude, not good.
No. I was going more so that the scratches.
Oh, the brambles they'd snag, I think.
Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
Just, a quick pinch here and there.
So he's lying down and he has his eyes closed, just enjoying his day. And a boar comes along, steals this man's bag with his laptop in it. There's that moment where he's like, I'm going to have to chase the boar. Or is it like, he doesn't even think about it? He just gets
I think it's a reaction. It's the same as if like a seagull had stolen his burger.
Do you think boars are becoming seagulls?
I mean, boars are essentially just aggressive pigs.
Yes.
Or, as we like to call them, the cowardly warthog.
The cowardly warthog, yes. As I know that from The Lion King.
I've not seen it, but I imagine he's a coward.
I imagine he's a big coward. So the boar steals the man's laptop, and the boar's flight, however, was slowed. He was on the getaway, and it was slowed by a cardboard box in its path, which is just very Father's head.
I was just thinking of a big pile of boxes in the middle of the road.
The man clapped his hands and hit the ground with the stick, prompting the boar to drop the laptop. Another witness said when he returned from the forest, everyone applauded him. But he returned from a forest just naked with his laptop. Surely this man is black and blue, just scraped to fuck.
Yeah, maybe that's why they were applauding. They were just like, oh, he clearly fought that boar to death.
Yeah, he's covered in blood.
It's not his.
The police have come out and said, we urge people not to panic in such a case. We have so far had no injuries.
There was no panic. There was just what needed to be done.
This naked man, he said, I'm going to do what fucking needs to be done regardless of how everyone thinks about me. I'm going to stand up, completely in the nip, in this fucking park, and fucking go after this boar. Sort him out, fucking right now.
And I'll run through those thorn bushes.
Oh, Jesus, the thorn bushes. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's not good, is it? Oh,
I wouldn't do that for my laptop. My laptop is fucking shit.
What if it was like a nicer laptop? Would you do it then?
What if the boar just really wanted a Google Chrome like, he wanted to go on the Hangouts, but he didn't have his own internet.
He wanted all the like unreleased recordings that we have.
Oh fuck yeah! Did you think the boar was listening in on Podbean?
I fucking hope so. And if he is, leave a rating, boar. Helps get us up the rankings.
What do you think this boar was planning with the laptop? Maybe starting his own. Maybe he was trying to write a novel. Maybe he had ulterior motives. I don't know. It's still up in the air. This boar is even innocent. He might be innocent.
He could have been, searching. He was trying to become the next ninja, Fortnite champion, Bortnite champion.
Bortnite champion, yeah.
That's his Twitch username. You can follow him.
His Twitch. Every time you subscribe, it just says, "I'm bored."
Oh, very good. Yeah. Hashtag get bored.
Hashtag get bored. Ninja, he's coming for you.
Is Ninja still a thing? Is he still big?
I think he fell off. No, I think he was part of Mixer, but I don't think Mixer are doing anything now. However, there's probably somebody shouting at their phone about how uneducated I am on the topic.
I think Mixer got bought by Facebook.
Yeah, I think this is not weird news. I think Mixer and Twitch were two streaming channels, and Ninja took a lot of money and went to Mixer. And then Mixer's been bought out and are not as big anymore, I think. But I think he got like $30 million, so I don't know if he's that not well off.
Oh, he's not like struggling, I don't think.
No, I think he'll eat today and tomorrow.
And perhaps the day after?
If he sells his food, or if he sells his body parts,
If he sells his food, he can eat.
If he sells his food, he might be able to eat. I'll give you 3 crackers for 2 and a bit of crackers.
Oh, that's a pretty good deal on crackers.
So we're moving on to Florida, Sean. Now,
it's early for Florida.
You'd think, but Florida this week is one of those weeks where it's just, as the kids say, popped off. It's just
very good.
It's all
really
hip-hop
yeeted
happening.
Florida into the headlines.
We did, right? But Florida man accused of impersonating a cop caught in the act in Pinellas County by Pinellas County deputy.
He was a... Wait. So he went up to a cop and was like, "You're under arrest."
No, he didn't go up to a cop. He was impersonating a cop to somebody else, and the cop seen him.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So, Florida man faces a charge of falsely impersonating an officer after a deputy sitting on the side of the highway caught him in the act.
He was just having his lunch.
He was just having his lunch. A deputy with the county sheriff's office noticed a 2011 orange Chevy Camaro with blue and red lights pull behind another car on the highway. According to the arrest report, the driver of the Camaro signalled the other driver to pull over. That driver complied, and then the Camaro passed, still with its red and blue lights flashing. It never actually pulled over himself. The deputy immediately was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I'm on this stretch of road.
Wait a minute. He pulls out from where he's parked and drives after and he finally catches up to the Camaro and arrests the driver. It's 18-year-old Abdullah Jamal Arnous. The arrest report indicates that after Arnous was taken into custody, he admitted to pulling over drivers and admitted that he was aware he was pretending to be a law enforcement officer. He apologised. And when he was asked about the arrest, he said, in one of my favourite Florida man quotes, "It is what it is, bro."
I got caught. That's how it is.
That one's on me. This one's on me. Pour one out for the good guys, right?
Was he just bored?
Caught.
Like, why was he doing it?
He must have just been... He's 18. And he got pulled over for pretending to be a police officer, and his only response was, "It is what it is, bro. I can't fucking tell you."
I was doing this new TikTok challenge.
Yeah. And the kids are all down with it. He was getting that clout. Deputies said that when citizens decide to impersonate law enforcement, it creates distrust. And so they were not happy with this young man.
Famously trusted the police. Not to get too controversial.
Not to get too controversial, but for the year that we've had, the most trustworthy of them all, the police.
This event is going to single-handedly change public opinion on the police.
Oh, this is going to ruin our PR department. We've been doing so well in 2020.
We've been tweeting about all our crimes.
So, for many years, I was in traffic, and in fact, I drove an unmarked pickup truck. Said Corporal
long was the
Skipper.
traffic?
Corporal Skipper is this man's name. With the county sheriff's. So I can understand the concern of citizens when there is an unmarked vehicle with blue and red lights. But he says you should not be doing this because it's going to make it harder for other people to trust us. So Corporal Skipper is on the side of this young man may have caused the police to be distrusted in 2020. Sean, are we all just in collective agreement that Abdullah Jamal Arnouz, for this one act of cowardice, has ruined just the good name of the police?
I mean, like, look, the police are there to protect and serve and
True.
Just really go ham on the tear gas. I mean, just use a lot of it.
Fucking hell.
Like, probably more than they should, right?
Jesus Christ. No, I just think the idea that, like, for the year that we've had, they came out and they were just like, this is going to ruin us.
The fucking balls to come out and say that. It's been like, look, if everyone suddenly doesn't like us, it's because of this.
It's on you, Abdullah. It's you. It's not anybody else's fault. Come on now. I want you have to say it for yourself. It is what it is, bro. He doesn't even care.
He doesn't. It's just like, this might as well happen.
So, Florida man has decided he's against the law. He doesn't care. He doesn't like the police, apparently.
Did Florida man have a good relationship with the police before?
I think it was one of respect. I think Florida man was seen as kind of the Bigfoot. Maybe a Bigfoot or a Loch Ness monster. Like, you just kind of have to respect the fact that he's a fucking maniac.
He's out there and he's doing what he's doing.
He's doing what he's doing, yeah. Now, saying this, our next Florida man story is not so great on the old Florida man. That one was just funny because I just like the line, it is what it is, and then he says it creates distrust.
Yeah.
But we're moving on to our next Florida man story. This is Florida man charged with indecent exposure at water plant.
Where they make water?
Yeah, where they make water, Sean. Yeah, fuck it.
Look, I know what the water cycle
the
is.
fuck do you think?
Evaporation, condensation,
Cirrus clouds,
precipitation,
cumulus
runoff.
clouds.
Cumulonimbus.
We passed geography when we were 12. We know.
We did. I passed when I was 14, I'll have you know.
Oh, they kept me until I was 24. They just wouldn't let me leave.
Have the exam next week.
I'm really hoping I'll pass this time. So a Palm Bay man told police he had no explanation for why he drove to a city utility, dropped his pants directly in front of a security camera and committed a lewd act on Monday.
A lewd act, you say?
A lewd act, yes.
How lewd are we talking?
It's probably less lewd than you're thinking.
Oh, okay.
Which makes it funnier, I think. So the incident resulting in a misdemeanor charge for indecent exposure happened shortly after midnight at the Palm Bay water treatment plant, where they do water and stuff. They treat it well. And water go to bed early. A staff member watching the camera saw the man, later identified as Nicholas Jack Heinzman, 20 of the 300 block of Abernathy Circle, everyone's favourite circle, walk up to the camera, police said. So he drove out from town, drove out to the water plant, parked up, walked into the water plant, walked up to the camera. Heinzen, who attempted to mask his face with a napkin, pulled his pants down, turned his back to the camera, and then bent over.
Oh no, that is a lewd act.
That is a lewd act.
And are those cameras monitored constantly?
Yeah, the man says he was watching it at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the... presumably no one's ever, assaulted the water plant before.
It's very hard to assault somewhere that just does water.
What are you going to do? There's two options in that. You either try and steal all the water, which is hard. Yeah. And second, you'd become a comic book villain and poison the town's water supply.
I think they're the only two options for going anywhere near a water plant if you do not work in the water plant.
Exactly. Why you don't just... There's no money to be made off a water plant.
It's 75% of the earth. It's not like it's in demand.
No, we're made of it.
We're all made of 98% of it.
At least. Is it 98? Is it as high as 98?
I don't know what it is.
No,
that's jellyfish or 99.
So we're just one step below jellyfish.
We're just 1% below jellyfish. I don't know if Dave Attenborough would agree with me there, but I'm pretty positive that's science.
Well, look, David Attenborough, if you're listening, write in. Here'sfire_outlook.com.
Yeah, and let us know how you feel about this David Attenborough. Imagine calling David Attenborough David. Like just saying Dave.
Fuck. You'd never call him Dave, would you?
You couldn't. Big Daddy D. You call him Big Daddy D if you want.
Especially not Big Daddy D, please.
I call him that now in my letter. He hasn't written back yet, but I'm really hoping someday.
Atman?
Atman? No, Atman is not bad. His Twitter handle should be @Inborough. It should be at Inborough. That would be. I think that should be his Twitter site, but he's too classy to be on Twitter.
Yeah. What would he He just tweet photos of things he's seen and done. I'd assume.
But him tweeting photos would lead everyone to be like, "Why don't you put up videos of your voice?" And then he's working all over again.
And he's had enough.
He's like 107. Just let him go home.
Let him fucking do up his garden or something.
Oh, I bet he has a savage garden.
I bet it's shit because he's always in the jungle. He never has time to focus on it.
But does he go there anymore? I think he sends the young lads.
He just sends the camera crews and just
I think he sends the camera crew and they get a load of shots and then they film him outside fucking Fulham. Just outside Harrogate. Just in front of a few trees.
You know what? If I was David Attenborough, I'd do it though.
Yeah, he's got that sway.
He's got that. He's got clout. There's a man with actual clout.
Actual clout. I wouldn't fuck with David Attenborough. But Big Dave, he's not the story here, Sean. It's the man who decided that one day Florida man said, "I'm going to ruin somebody else's day." He drove out the whole way to the water plant, walked into the water plant, then proceeded to take off his trousers. He was covering his face with a napkin though, so they couldn't see who it was. They'd also know his name is Nicholas Jack Heinzman, so they kind of know who it was. But he then walks up to the camera, looks directly into the camera, and it's very much a power move to drop the underwear and bend over. Yeah,
because you're seeing it happen and you're like, no, he's not going. Oh,
the man on the camera. No.
Not again.
Not again. Third time this week.
And then, if you stare too long at it, you go mad.
Yeah. I asked Nicholas if he had ever done something like this before, the officer wrote in his report. He advised this was the first time he'd ever done anything illegal. It was something he had been curious about trying.
No, that's not a good enough excuse because it's so specific.
Yeah.
to moon, or like, you know, flash your arse at a camera in a water treatment plant.
Yeah, like, this is not something that people dream about. Like, and he says this is the first time he's done anything wrong, and he was very curious about trying it. But for what reason? Did he see it in a movie? I don't know how many movies involve a man going to a water plant and just showing his arse to the camera.
It's not exactly Ocean's 11, is it?
Oh, I watched that movie the other night, Sean.
Oh, is it like it?
It's very similar.
Oh, right, I may give it a rewatch.
It's a deleted scene.
Or Brad Pitt just flashes his arse.
See, you would think it would be Brad Pitt, but the answer will surprise you.
Oh, Leo, is it?
Don Cheadle, what are you doing? We've got Clooney and Pitt. What are we doing this with Cheadle for?
Boom, you looking for this?
You're looking for this? Boom, you're looking for this? And he's pointing directly at his arse.
I was looking for that.
Jesus, thank you very much, Don. That's very lovely. The officer then asked Nicholas what led him to wanting to do it, because of course that is the question. And Nicholas advised him, because I am dumb. Which I think is a perfectly acceptable reason for Florida Man to do anything.
Yeah, like he's just like, he wanted to try it, you know? And now he's tried it, and he won't do it again because he's dumb.
I'm thick as shit, and so I'll try shit. But at the same time, I'm not bad, like, I didn't murder anybody. I just wanted the thrill of knowing somebody was looking at my arse.
I can't explain it, but just knowing that the person who filters all of the water for the town has seen my arsehole.
Very specific. It's very specific.
It's a strange power play, but damn.
Do you think that the man who runs the war power plant, like the guy who was given the interview there, I bet he stole this guy's wife or his husband or something, and he's bull tick. Like, he's just really mad, and this is his way of getting back at him.
Yeah, and like, how do you... But it's also such a, like... It's such a nothing way of getting back at someone, you know?
Yeah.
You can just shrug off at seeing a man's arsehole. I do it every day.
Where do you go that you shrug it off?
Just like... So no, I can't think of any... What's the funniest location I could think of?
Church? No, actually, no. Don't say that, jeez, no.
No, you can't do that now.
No, don't be putting arses in church.
No, improv troupe. Oh, no.
Oh, very good. Wow, yeah, no, you definitely weren't fucking going there anyway.
No, that's not. Oh, wait. Oh, God.
Oh, he's done me again. Oh, no, but I don't have the improv skills to back it up.
Connor, I was hoping you'd make that joke, and I improv'd it, and you went with it, and it was great.
Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Now we're working together.
Who needs to be in the same room as other humans?
I just missed them, though. Not you, just humans.
Just the arseholes, I'd say.
I just miss looking at another man's arsehole going, it's going to be a good day today. You know what I mean?
With the rising sun.
Like, skipping along to work. Just like loving my life, getting my coffee, just strolling along. You look to your left, fucking arsehole Johnny's over there. Fair play to you.
Arsehole Johnny.
It's going to be a good day.
Oh, this is one of the best stories we've ever done.
Okay, we're going to move on to our next piece of news, and this is: Florida man admits I'm a junkie after officer finds a crack pipe in his pocket.
Yeah, you have no choice at that point, really.
We have two back-to-back Florida men who are just like lads.
Is this the new tactic?
If you just tell them straight up what's going on.
Yeah, just be like, no, I'm just thick, like.
Like, I'm really dumb. A Florida man is facing a drug paraphernalia charge after he was stopped by an officer in Naples late Tuesday night. Officer Aluzma, which is, I've never seen Aluzma as a second name, with the Naples Police Department, stopped Thomas Pumfret, 46, I've never seen Pumfret as a second name either, near the 9th Street North and Fleshman Boulevard. Everyone's second favourite boulevard.
Oh, what's their favourite boulevard?
I'll leave that up to you.
Alright,
Because he was riding a bike. Because he was riding a bike at night without proper lighting.
The worst crime of all.
During the stop, the officer asked to search Pomfret for anything illegal, and Pomfret agreed. The officer then immediately found a pipe with brown residue in Pomfret's left pocket.
Oh, immediately.
Immediately, not just even after a few seconds. You'd think if someone said search my pockets, you wouldn't immediately go, that's a fucking great idea. You know what?
Unless he was trying to call the officer's bluff.
Oh, yeah, no, like, I'm going to search you. I think you should double search me. I think you should check everywhere twice.
I'll bend over, I'll drop trow, I don't mind.
Why does he keep trying to show me his arse? I've already looked at arsehole Johnny on my way here. I don't need you.
I'm set for the day, boy.
I've already reached my quota of one.
One arsehole is all I can deal with. So give me some crack.
The officer asked Pomfret what the pipe was. Now, the pipe has brown residue in it. Pomfret has been caught with it. The officer says, what is it? And Pomfret and the bicyclist says back to him, what is that? I don't know what that is, according to the report. When Officer Elizabeth instructed Pomfret to place his hands behind his back, he instantly darted from the officer and ran into a wooded area in the preserve right beside them.
Where a boar met him.
What the fuck are you doing here? Oh, fucking Microsoft Word is open. Boar's like, I cannot get this font off. Sort this out for me.
Comic Sans is fine for a novel.
Is that fine for... What about a fucking a CV, a resume? What am I doing here? Times New Roman?
Oh, it's a bit too boring. Calibri, a nice middle ground.
I really want this office job. I really do. I'm a bore. Officer Elizabeth,
I'm a bore.
That's part of the improv that he just keeps telling everyone he's a bore. Officer Elizabeth chased after Pomfret and told him to stop, or else he would be tased. But the officer eventually lost sight of the man. He's fast as the wind, as fast as his crack will carry him. The officer notified. Pretty fast. The officer notified dispatch and units were set up a perimeter in the area. They also had Air 1 responding and K9 units to search for the man. When the units arrived at the scene, they told Pomfret via in-car PA system that he would get bit if he did not come out, that the dogs would bite this man, yes.
Oh no.
Pomfret quickly emerged from the bushes with his hands up. When the officer asked Pomfret why he decided to run, he just shrugged his shoulders and said, I'm a junkie.
What can you expect, officer?
Well, you don't want to think... You couldn't think highly of me, officer. I have a crack pipe in my pocket. What the fuck do you expect? You know what I mean?
You an upholder of the law. And I, a humble junkie.
You, one of the most respected professions at the minute, an upholder of the law. And me, one of the least respected, a junkie. We've come together as an odd couple to maybe make sure that this relationship might work. Might just... And he's like in the backseat talking to himself.
It's just like he's already in jail.
You're never going to believe what fucking bore I seen. And the cops are like, this guy's on loads of drugs. Get him into the car.
No, this one I'm serious about.
No, seriously. No, honestly, he had Word open.
He was using Comic Sans.
And they're like dragging him away. Comic Sans!
That is a very Florida man way to handle things, though. Just like, I'm a junkie.
Run away, and then when they say you're going to get bitten by the dogs, immediately just say, look, okay, fair enough, I've been caught, I'm a junkie. What can you do?
The end of story. I'll just go home, and you guys can also go home.
We'll all just go our separate ways, think about what we've done, come back tomorrow, look for the arsehole Johnny again. Now, where are you, Johnny? He's got in.
If you see him first, you get a wish.
And free therapy. Okay, we're finishing off this week with Florida Man. Now, a few weeks ago, Sean, a few years ago, that we had the most unlucky man in the world.
Oh, now, yeah.
The most unlucky man in the world was a man who, Sean, can you remember what he was bitten by?
A snake. A bear? An alligator?
I think it was snake, bear, spider? Or was it snake, bear? It might have been alligator. No, I think you're right. Snake, bear, alligator.
He was bitten by more things than you should be bitten by.
No, it was a snake, shark, bear.
The shark. That's what it was. That was it.
And we then found out, we were on the radio at this stage, and we found out that the odds of that happening were like 1 trillion to 1, that it would happen to one human.
So he was statistically the most unlucky man.
Because you take the odds of getting bitten by a spider, or a snake, multiplied by the odds of getting bitten by a shark, multiplied by the odds of getting attacked by a bear, all together in one just mass maths problem. And you do it all at once, and I think we worked out, it was live on air, that the digits just kept going. That he was a 1 in whatever chance.
I remember we struggled to say the number because it was so many zeros.
But Florida Man is not one to be overtaken, Sean. He doesn't like coming in second best. And so Florida Man, once bitten by alligator, is chomped by 8-foot shark while on vacation.
Jesus. Yes. Never be chomped by anything if you can help it.
You don't want to be chomped. Chomped is a terrible way to go.
It's gross. Now, maybe I presume he survived because 1, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
But 2, I don't think Florida Man can be killed.
I think that, Florida Man will outlive us all, no matter what happens. So, Justin Stuller was looking forward to relaxing in the Florida Keys, fishing, lobstering and swimming with his wife, kids and extended family and friends. Until a shark bit him. I was going to say a bit sharked him, but that's not what happened.
No, that's a sentence, Connor, don't worry.
Stuller, 38, now sports 24 stitches and a small limp after he tangled with an 8-foot lemon shark last Wednesday.
Oh, that's a big shark.
Yes. Stuller said he has encountered sharks before on similar trips. Some have even snatched fish he speared as he swam back to the boat. But he's never been bitten before. At least, not by a shark. And this is where he tells us, I did get bit by an alligator. And then he says, and then there's a pause, and he says, and a spider. He says, showing scars of both on his leg. Both the same leg he was bitten by an alligator and a spider.
Right. That leg has gone through a lot.
And the shark was like, go for the leg, and I was like, here, look, this has been through some fucking wars. I'll go for the left one.
I'll even him out, I've got a lot of teeth.
Do you think that the odds of going shark, spider, alligator are less than snake, bear, shark? Or more?
Give them to me again there.
So you have shark, you shark, bear, snake.
Yeah.
On one side. And on the other side you have shark, alligator, spider.
See, just on... it's kind of an even split because you got 2 land-based and 1 aqua-based. Now the alligator is interesting because it can do both. Yeah,
it's multi-talented.
And I think it's easier for a spider to sneak up on you.
Yeah, snakes not so much.
Not so much. They're like I don't know now. Depends on the grass you're walking in.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
I think it might be the whatever the collection with the alligator is, just because you're never safe.
So this guy, alligator, shark, spider.
Like, how many alligator bites happen a year?
Oh, because in Florida, I think the odds would be quite high, but everywhere else quite low.
That's the thing. Like, the bear versus the alligator is the real difference, I would say, because spider bites happen all the time.
He went to put it back. He found an injured fish in the rocks underwater and went to retrieve it. It was too small, not a keeper, he said on Sunday. He went to put it back into the rocks and away from his wife and kids who were swimming nearby. I put it in a hole, and right before I surfaced, wham, he said of the attack. I felt the skin more than the shark. It rolled me over and I saw it swimming away. Stuller said nobody noticed anything at first until he surfaced and started yelling. His friend Jake Dorn, which is a great name, was swimming nearby. And And so he immediately got onto the boat and was seen to have seen a 5 to 6 inch bite just below his knee, as well as a few other puncture marks on his leg. So he said his wife Christian was looking over his shoulder when he took his hands away from the wound, let out a gasp when she saw the damage, and her first words were, "We're going to the hospital." Which I think, good on you. I think
Good
that's
call.
step one, Kristen. Yeah. Let's leave it for a few hours. The kids really want to go windsurfing.
Do you know what makes things better is when they fester.
Paddleboarding is a treat, though. How are we going to make it if we're in the hospital?
I mean, look, the kids can stay here doing archery.
Yeah, I'll stay with them. You go by yourself. We'll meet you there at a few.
Yeah, you just make your way to the hospital there. Walk, why not?
He says that everybody stayed calm. He tied it off himself and lost very little blood. He said it was pretty deep, but no bone. I was very lucky. I don't know if you were that lucky, because it was that line that made me think of how unlucky this man is.
It's unlucky to have that happen to you.
It's unlucky to have that happen to you. And so I just read this and I thought, we have competition for the world's most unlucky man. Because this man, I think, could be in the running for the world's unluckiest man award that we give out every year.
That's true. He's top contender. I mean, like, everyone on planet Earth got kind of a boost in points this year just because of everything that went on.
True.
But this man has been through all that and survived all these bites.
Yeah. Also, his wife said, after getting stitched up the first day, he was very calm. And on the second day, she said, they gave an interview and she said, he was Mr. Grumpy Pants the second day. His wife laughed.
Being a real moany prick about it.
Wow. We've all had fucking tough days. You know what I mean?
We've all been through things.
Like, I know we're having a tough day, but at the same time, the kids, little Timmy fell off his paddleboard, scraped his knee, and you didn't even have any care for that. Oh, wow, there's teeth marks in my bones. Fuck it.
Fuck you, honestly.
Mr. Grumpy Pants, where he is. He says, I've got nothing against the shark. No ill will. Right place, wrong time. I was more angry I couldn't go in the water the next day, which I think is the wrong vendetta to hold.
What? I mean, he could go in the water. It's just like the shark now has a taste for him.
Yeah, now the shark now owns that area. You don't want to fuck with the shark.
Not at all. I mean, send the children in. That's fine.
Send the children. They'll tell you if it's safe.
They'll be like, oh no, I got bit by a shark. And then you're like, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
Mr. Grumpy Pants. Look at you. You little devil.
You little...
Stuff.
Will you just... Come on, it's only a scratch.
Sure, it's only an alligator and a shark bite and a spider bite. Like, what are you being mad about?
Being mad about it.
Okay, Sean, I think that's it for this week's Weird News.
What a week. Lot of Florida this week. And
lot of Florida,
God, it delivered.
Yes, Florida man always follows through.
He always does. Shall I take us out for the week, Connor?
Yes, please.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero, Monday with Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesdays. Big thank you to everyone who supports us over on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/Here's for Hire podcast, or there's a link in the description to that. Everyone who supports us over there, massive friends of the show. You're all amazing. Thank you all so much. But as always, the best way you can ever support the show is by telling one human being that we exist.
Just the one.
Just the one, please. The all of our social media stuff is all linked down below, or you can email us here'sforhire_@outlook.com. But I think that's about it, Connor.
I think that's about it. So I've been Ciara Lawler.
I've been Sean Meehan.
See you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.